Guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not gonna wait on for everybody else. No Malonga right now. All right. Who's in trades right now? Who's in EURAUD or AUDNZD, NZD, JPY, GBPK? Anybody in any of these trades right now? Anybody in these trades? You can unmute yourself if you want. Okay, no. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Okay, see, y'all can hear him. Okay. I want to
Yeah.
hear him. I know you in it. Ain't nobody else said nothing. Okay. All right. Well, if nobody's in any trades, I mean, if guys listen, if nobody's in any trades, ain't no reason for us to be up here. Angie, Irish, and Sharon, y'all have any questions about anything?
I don't.
Are you in any trades, Angie? You don't have any questions you want to talk about? Anything?
No, I'm like struggling. Okay, I'm good, really, I'm good, but I'm telling you, I'm struggling with these ones with these negatives right now.
What are you in? What you got?
That CAD, CHF,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
the USD, CHF.
Yeah, those two are negative. Yep.
So how does that work? Like you just stick it out
Yeah,
or
well, let's go look at it. All right, quick. Let's go. Let's go look at it. I don't know why it does that. Yep. It's in a sell trend, right? It's in a sell trend. Right? So price is going down. So right now, price is just kind of consolidating right here, but it should just pop on. Plus, we got a reversal right here. Our stop loss is way up here. Should just bounce off the trend line soon and just continue on down. Then it'll go positive. It should go positive.
okay.
All right, but it's he's a 4 hour candle, so it's taking time, and it's the same thing with UCHF. They move the same. If we go to UCHF,
So I have a question. For whoever asked about how you're feeling with the trades being negative. What exactly do you mean in your response to about that? Like I want to get your thought
Angie,
process.
she's very new, Chris. She she was the one I was telling about. I was talking with. As of 2 weeks ago, week and a half, 2 weeks ago, she didn't know what these were called. She didn't know these are candles. She didn't know anything. So she just
Yeah,
jumped
that's
right
fine.
in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I just want to I want to get a better understanding of the thought process of what you're thinking or feeling when you see that the
Oh, so
trades are
you're
negative.
talking to me then, Chris.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So when I see something like that, my thought is just let me get the zero and I'm ditching it. Like I'm good. Like I get nervous about stuff like that. I don't have a lot of money on the table, but everything has just been going and it's been going good and no problem, smooth sailing. I even hit Kirk with a little thank you, you doing your thing. I'm all excited. But then
Right.
I see this one and I get like, okay, just Jesus, let me get to zero and then I'm out. I'm deuces. I'm done. And what he's just telling me now, it's like, don't give up, stick it out and then I'll see something better. So I'm totally cool with that. But this was just me saying how I'm feeling about it since you asked, like
Yeah,
what
yeah. No,
what
no,
my
yeah,
thoughts are.
that's what I wanted to know. So
Okay.
here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said you don't have a lot of money on the table.
I don't.
Okay. If you don't, so you mean in your account size or your lot size for that trade?
For that trade, I could tell you in a second. For both of them, I did that 0.20.
Okay. So 0.20 is a $2 lot size. Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to remember that when we take these trades, the stop losses are going to be pretty sizable. So initially, right out the gate, when you get into a trade, you're already going to be negative. Okay. Immediately, you're going to be negative because you have to account for spread.
Okay.
The broker has to make money too, right? So that's how they make money, through the spread. So you're going to be negative right out the gate. So you got to look at it as, the bigger your lot size, the more money you're risking. So when it goes negative, and not only does it go negative from spread, but it goes negative from pullback. So because of that, you might see a good little move where it goes negative, and then you start sweating bullets. You're like, oh my God, what's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe because you are new, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. You do
Okay.
what you want. But maybe because you are so new, maybe start with a smaller lot size. Maybe come down, if I don't know your risk tolerance, I don't know if you're aggressive or not. Maybe you don't even know. Okay. But if you're sweating bullets right now, maybe your lot size is a little too big. Maybe bring it down to a 0.10 or even less, just to see how the market is moving and how the trades react when we first get into trades.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe
And
that might emotionally help you out.
okay, so let me pull myself back a little bit too. Like, I am not, if I was to lose, like right now, let me see, I'm down 26 and 39. If I was to lose that, that would not take food out of my house. So I'm not that kind of scared. I'm just more looking at it like, man, I have all this money that I just
Right.
made, and now I'm about to give it all back. So that's kind
Right.
of
I get it.
Angie, one thing I tell you, this is what I tell everybody. When you do that, don't worry about it. Chris will send you some money, because Chris got a lot of money. He'll send it to you. He'll send it to you.
So-
Don't worry
no,
about it. Don't even worry about it.
Chris, you are on the bubble now, buddy.
So I get it. Like, that's, but that's, how this game works, right?
Uh-huh.
Because we are going to lose trades. And a lot of times, if something is going in the wrong direction for too long, a lot of times Kurt will go ahead and close them out early.
Yep.
Okay.
But at the same time, you got to be, you definitely have to understand that risk that's coming for that stop loss that we have in place. Is that too substantial for your account size or your emotions, until you can understand how to get your emotions in check from trading?
Okay.
Because it's not going to be overnight. It does take a little bit of time to figure out how you can withstand your emotions in trading.
Right.
So
what about a demo account?
Let me answer that one. Let me answer that one.
There is no emotion in demo, because you're like,
Right.
oh well, it ain't my money. If it
Right.
goes negative, oh well.
But you can figure out how things kind of run, especially if you're real new. It can make you comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you're in a demo account and you see something go negative, and you stay in it, and then you can see how it works as it goes positive.
That's true.
Now, that's true.
Yeah,
true.
so that's I mean,
But you're not going to have any emotions attached to it. You're just going to have your your mental side of thinking and watching, see how the market works. But you're not going to have any emotions attached to that money.
Right, but it helps your mental, emotional. It helps you mentally also, though. If you don't have anything attached, I mean, you're saying if you're in a demo account and you don't have any emotions attached to it, true. But being able to watch that demo account and see how things go and get acclimated helps your emotions when you get on a live account. I know, I guess it just did for me. I mean,
that is very true. But if you trade real money with just a 0.01 with 10 cents, now you have your money on the line. So now you have the emotional side, and then you can actually see how the market moves. Because say it pulls back 100 pips with a 0.01, what's the loss on that? $10.
$10, y'all. $10.
Right? $10. It's a $10 loss, right?
Yeah.
So 100 pips. So when you start seeing a $2 lot size on going back 80, 90, almost 100 pips, you can start sweating bullets, right? Especially if you're not used to it, because now you're looking at, what, $100, $200,
yeah,
going against you. Where the other way, Emotionally, it's only $10. So,
Right.
like I said, I'm not nobody's financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just saying emotionally to see how it works, especially as a new person in trading. It might be wise to do that once or twice or not. You know, it depends on how you feel. But take what I've said, use it if you want to. If not, I'm cool with it too.
No, I appreciate whenever you say something, whenever either one of you say anything, I take it in and I'm grateful. So I don't know if you were saying that to me.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. So
And that's for everybody.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
for
just
everybody.
telling you, Dan. I'm grateful to you both because this is like it's to me, it's been fun. It's been
Yeah.
fun, especially since I'm like winning. But then I'm looking like, oh, my wins is gone. But I'm okay with it because, like I said, it's not taking it's not gonna make me miss my car payment, it's not taking
Right.
food out my house. So I'm okay with it. I'm even okay with being 20. Because this loss is not big to me at all. And I guess it might help for me to understand with the stop loss how much I could potentially lose, because like looking at this right now, I'm cool. But then if I'm not reading it and all of a sudden I see 200 and like I'm losing 200, I'm gonna be looking at it different. Like,
Exactly.
whoa, what am I
Exactly.
doing
Yeah.
here? You know?
I'm
So
going to show
so
you.
with a
I'm going to.
so with a $2 lot size, that's a potential at 100 pip stop loss, right? So
Right, right.
I'm going to show everybody. I'm going to make a video tomorrow. You made a good point. So I said I'm going to make a video tomorrow to show people, how to calculate the lot size before they take the trade, so they'll know exactly what they're risking. That way, if you say to yourself, well, I take this trade, I'm cool. If I lose $20 on this trade, I'm cool. Well, then you calculate your lot size based on my stop loss, and okay, this is how much my lot size is. So now your emotions is done with that trade. You say the worst can happen is I lose what I'm okay with losing. If
yeah.
I lose $20, but the good thing about what you said, you were making money. You see that this industry can make money.
Uh-huh.
It's all about just being consistent. Like Chris said, we're not going to win every trade, but if we win more than we lose, you can make some money here. So we're going to have
Right.
trades, that sit for a while. But let me show you on UChef and this trade why I'm confident with this trade. Because see, it's in a downtrend, right? Price was steadily coming up, actually creating higher highs and higher lows to go up. And higher highs, higher lows means this was going up. This came back down. Well, the next time it went up, it actually went higher than this point. So that's a higher high.
Got
And then
it.
the low came down. This low was higher than this low. So its price is zigzagging, step casing up. But then it got right here and came back down, and it didn't create a higher high. It hit off my trend line, and
Oh.
then it came and created what? It broke this low and created a lower low. So now, like, it was stepping up, stepping up, stepping up, stepping up, stepping up, stepping up, stepping
Wow.
up, step down, and step down farther. This high right here, we don't think is going to break this high. So that means now it's going this way, boom, 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 down like this. So we're going to hold.
Gotcha.
So we're going to hold this trade. It's all about patterns and watching how trades move. So, and again, since I know it seems worse than it is because we're on the full hour. So it seems like, you're watching paint dry, watching it go and sit here for 16 hours. It's just been sitting in this area, and you're like, it's negative. And it's not, as you can see, realistically, we're only what 2 or 3 pips or something from break even. We're only about 5 pips, from it, from break even. So it's just been sitting here, and you're getting nervous. And man, but guess what? It's doing its pattern going down, right? So that's what we expect on that one. The same thing with Cash App. He's doing the exact same thing. But like Chris was saying, the demo one, I understand what Irish is saying. I definitely understand what Irish is saying, but I'm more like with Chris, because he'll tell you when I try different strategies, I never use demo because I can take a demo account from $100 and go to 10,000 in 2 weeks. a week and a half, 2 weeks, because
No, that's
they're
right.
because it's not real money, and because the brokers don't care. The broker's always going to have some type of manipulation in here with price to say, okay, we're going to let you win some, but we're going to do this, and you got to be kind of smart, because you can make money on live accounts. We know this. We make money on live accounts, but it's like playing, you go to Vegas and with real money, you got to be really, really cautious, because they'll let you win some, but then if you're not watching, they can change things up on you. So with a live account, I'd rather test the strategy with live money, because if I can make a small account, $100, take it to 200, or $100 to 500, I know that strategy is working. I know I can do it in demo, so it's not really showing me anything. It's not. I need to see if I can do it live. Like, I can make $10,000 in demo in 2 weeks, but none of that 10,000 can I pull out. Right? It's monopoly money. So I got to try it on live and with the emotions, and I'm a little different, Chris, to tell you, I kind of do a little different. I do over leverage, but and that's why we teach people, if you got live money in here, like you said, it's not really house money like that, but still losing money is losing money, period.
Yeah.
If you didn't have to lose $20, you don't want to lose it. It's not going to just give it to the way. So, what we do is when I send a signal out in Telegram, what you can do is you can come over and take that signal and then take your stop loss and drag it. I'm going to move it. If you look over here to the corner right here, you'll see the numbers move, and you'll see in the middle where it'll tell you how much you're going to lose. See, right now with this trade, so if you look, if it hit my stop loss, I lose $77.57. But I say to myself, oh, that's too much money. I can't lose that based on the lot size that I put in, right? So if your lot size is if that's, how many pips is that? That's 65 pips. So let's just say your lot size is $1, 0.1, right? And you got a $100 account. You're risking, you say, okay, that's 10% per trade, but then you got to calculate it down to stop loss. So if my stop loss is 65 pips, you got to say, okay, at 65 pips, how much am I willing to lose? So you got to do the numbers on it and say, okay, if I go 65 pips, if I'm doing $1, that's $65. Well, I'd be more comfortable with $30. Okay, so I do 0.05, 50 cents, cut it in half. Well, I want to lose $20. Okay, well, I do 0.025, was 0.035, I think. It was $3.50. I mean, I'm sorry, not 0, but 0.03, 30 cents. You got to do the numbers in your head to see what you'll lose.
Okay.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
And so again, you can't, you got to do that actually before you enter the trade, because once you've entered the trade, you've already put your stop, you've already entered your lot size.
Right.
So you got to kind of do the numbers, in your head of what you do. So you try to round it off. If you got a $200 account or a $500 account, you say, okay, 10% is $5 a pip. But if I'm doing 100 pips, that $5 a pip, 100 pips, that's $500. You don't blew the account. So you want to do the numbers in your head before you start taking a trade. And another thing you do, if you can't really do numbers in your head, have your demo account open. Take the trade and say, okay, I think it's going to be this. Take the trade at $1 in demo, and then move your stop loss and say, okay, this is how much I lose. Now it's going to fluctuate a little bit because of spread and commissions, but it's not going to be much. So you can take the trade in demo all day. You can take it 10 times. It don't matter. It's play money until you find out what lot size you need. And then you kind of stick with that lot size, based on trade. And then every trade that we send out, because if I send a trade out, if Chris sends a trade out, don't mean you got to take it. If you say my maximum is 2 trades a day, period, or 2 trades at any given time, stick to it. Stick to what your game plan is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want it, because we're going to send out every single trade that we see. Don't mean you got to take them all.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's a good question. I'm glad you asked those questions. That's I'm gonna do a video tomorrow showing how to calculate lot size and everything and put it in the group. But that's the reason we're holding this trade. I feel confident with this one. And I think the other ones, if you weren't in, you got me. If EUR AUD, let's go look at that one. Is anybody in EUR AUD? Anybody in that trade?
Yep, I sure am.
I know you are. Listen, okay, guys, and now and on the flip side of that, I'll say now, when I do send out trades, you want to jump into them now. You want to, I mean, it's unless you're at your max, unless you're at your limit, you want to you know, and if you know you're gonna take 5 trades in a day, like Chris said, bring your lot size down, you know, because we're gonna let these trades run, right? We're gonna let these trades run. So bring your lot size down, you know, some so you can get them. But this we entered this trade here, and you see it's going. Actually, you can see it's in an uptrend, right? It's in an uptrend. Price is starting to swoop up, so we're at more. So we entered this trade again. Most times, people know patterns. Went uptrend, we got a top up here. Price came back down, right? Created a low here, so you thought it was going to turn around, but then it bounced and sat right here. Yeah, broke here, but it hasn't broken this major low. So that tells me it's probably going to continue up and then go up and create. What's this going to create?
A new high?
No, what's it going to create?
Oh, a structure.
What's it going to create? What's the name? If I call that right
Yes.
Oh, resistance.
Please make a new high, please.
there. Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. No, but I'm saying it's going to come up here and give us a double what?
Oh, a double top.
Double top. If it comes up there from where we just entered, where I just entered another one, I ain't tell y'all because I don't want to keep putting in ER trade, but I entered another trade right here. I'm gonna tell y'all since y'all on the Zoom. I entered another buy right here. I've already closed out one. I'm in one right here from here, which is up right 30 pips right now. I entered another one because even if price came to this structure right here, which is going to come to either here or continue up because there's no other major structures here. Now, can price get right here and turn around? Yeah, it can. Can it get right here and turn on? Yeah. Can it get right here and turn on? Yeah, it can. But normally price likes to go back where it came from, normally. But even if price came to right here, I still got another 50, 60 pips to go. If it came here, another 100 pips. If it comes back up here, 300, almost 400 pips. Imagine $1 a pip. I don't care if I hold this trade to the next month. You know, I'm holding it. Just hold. You know, because I'm gonna see if it continues. If it breaks this structure, we're gonna hold. Right. So again, we're not doing 10, 15, 20 pip trades now. We're looking for runs on the 4 hour. Because there's a lot of times, because when you come out on July 12th, when that started that week, wherever it was, and then by July 22nd, next week, 2 weeks later, and you're like, man, how did I miss this run? And then at the end of the month, you're like, and look at that steady going up. How did I not get any of that? Because we didn't hold trades. We were saying, okay, I'm gonna get 20 pips and get out, and then miss the 200 pips, right? So that's what we're looking for, trend continuations and looking at patterns. We know, well, if price normally likes to come out and create a double top, go. And hey, if price gets up here and breaks through here, we're gonna let it keep going and see what it's gonna do, right? We just let it keep going. We'll ride this pair out forever. So that's what we're in. We're in that one. We're in GBP CAD. Anybody in GBP CAD? Same thing for the sale. What's it doing? It's selling. Right? It's going down. Right? It's not really on the trend line, but that's pretty cool. It's did hit it, but it's going down. But price did not create a new high right here, right? It got right there. With this right here, got right here and didn't break. Bounced off the trend line right here. It's only take how many touches do we need for a trend line, Abe?
2.
We got 1 and we got 2 right here. We're rejected. So now we got a 3rd and a 4th one. What price starting to do?
Go down.
Now, again, is it too late to enter this trade? Of course not. It would be if we were going for 20 or 30 pips, right? But we going for what? We going from here. I'm thinking it's going to come at least to here. That's another 90 pips. It may come on down here, another 178 pips. So it's not too late to enter this trade. Now, I tell you, it's on the 200 right here on the 4 hour. That's strong. That's strong. So it may hang out here for today, tomorrow. It may hang out, just like Cash F is doing once it gets here, because it's on the 200. It like price loves to bounce on the 200. It may get here and hang out, but it may continue straight down too. But we ain't got nothing but time. That's why I love the 4 hour. I don't have to rush. I don't have to say, oh man, it's there. I'm late. I can't get it. I can sit here. I'm already, realistically, we should have been in this trade right here at the top, which is I am, which is already up. What, 30, 25, 26 pips. But is it too late to get in? No, of course not. You can drop down here because that is some resistance right here. That's some support right there. A little bit of support. right there, or it could break on through that and go that other close to 200 pips. So we're in that. NZDJPY. Nobody's in NZDJPY. I sent all these trades out to the group. NZDJPY for the sale. Right? Again, we're in a sale trend.
Oh, I'm in that one. I'm in that one on my other account. I entered that.
Good deal. We're in a sale trend. Trying to make this right here. We're in a sale. I hate doing this on this thing. I better doing trade. We're in a sale trend, right? And Pounce is just holding here, right? So then we had that good push down off the resistance. Price came up, right? Did not break this new high. Did not break new high on this drop right here. Price came back up, filled in we got what we call, and we haven't gone over this, but we got what we call a fair value gap. I don't know if we ever talked about those, Abe. I can't remember if we ever talked about those. Fair value gap. Price came back up and touched it, came back into it, came back hanging out, and then it just shot down. Is it too late to enter this? No. Because figure price can come down, it can come down in here. It can come down there. That's another, it don't look a lot, but that's 50 pips. It can come down here, 120, 300, almost 500 pips. It's never too late. It's not too late. Somebody got a question in? We have not. Oh yeah, we haven't. Okay, but we haven't talked about fair value gaps. Yeah, fair value gaps, guys, is when price when you have a candle, 3 candles in a row. It doesn't matter, the colors, but 3 candles in a row. You have a wick and then a wick, and those wicks don't touch. Meaning this wick right here is down here, that wick's up there, so we ain't got nothing but a body candle. So that's price needs to come back up in here and fill that gap. So what did price do? Went down, came back and filled that gap, and then went down. Right? So we look at it, and it doesn't do that all the time. No, but a lot of times it does. Like right here, it didn't fill it. But that's not to say you got this big gap right there. You see it all the way across. That's not to say, because look at it. That's not to say the price don't come back up eventually, because it can come back up here and touch it and shoot down for news or something. Just go boom right into this gap to fill that big gap. Now, I'm not saying it's going to do that, but it could. If price started to go up, my first thing would be like, it's coming up here to fill this gap right here. That big old gap right there. Coming to fill it. But again, price doesn't always do it, but a lot of times it will. And that's how sometimes we put in, that's how people do pending orders. They say, okay, price went down right here. I missed this first one. So when it comes back up, I'm going to put a pending order up in here. And what did it do? Boom. You sleep, hit your pending order, and goes down. Right? And pending order again, whatever. And keeps doing. So that's what we're looking at. So it's not too late for NZDJPY either. And my stop loss for it is right above my high. Now, when we do trades like these guys, we're going to have, like I said, we're going to have a lot of trades. We're going to lose some of these trades, but we try to make sure our stop loss is nowhere near the size of what we're going for. At least a 1-to-1 ratio. At least have a 1-to-1 ratio on our trades, right? But, but it's not, it's not all the time. What is this boy sending me? James just texted me, Chris, with another gold stuff. So that's what we got, guys. You want to take all the trades that we send up to your limit, minimum, risk, unless you are like me. I'm very aggressive. And I'll say this, and I'm not saying this, guys, to tell you to do this, because everybody has their own threshold. And Chris is different than me. I'm different than Chris. I'm different than somebody else, But I look at it like this. If I'm on the 4 hour and I'm going, this is my thought process. I'm just starting to do this now. I'm on the 4 hour, and I know more likely I'm at least 10 to 15 to 20 pips. I made 1 or 2 trades over leverage a lot, because let's just say, I'm in this trade right here. Got in right there on that line right there, right? Got in right there. Price went down already. 25 pips. I know I can get on the 4 hour. I'm going to get 25. I'm going to get 25, 30, 40, 50 pips retracement, but I'm going to get at least 20, 25 pips positive. If I can withstand a certain loss, I'm going to say, well, darn, 25 pips, I know I'm going to get. I might do that. $5 a pip. That's 120, what, 525 times 5? What's 25 times 5? My math ain't no good either. What's 25 times 5? 25 times 5. That's 125, yeah, $125 that I can make in one candle, one or two, really quick. I mean, so I'll over leverage sometimes. I do $10 a pip on it, get 25 pips at $250. Now I got to be willing to lose $250 or even more with my stop loss. But if I see trades like I wouldn't do something like that on this. But when I see trades really moving, I say, man, let's say this is current price. This candle alone is current price. Price is just shooting down. Man, I know it may go down at least another 10, 15, 20 pips. Okay, on that one, I'm gonna do $10 a pip on that one real quick. Can it go against me? Yep. But the odds, if I do 10 of these, I should win 7 of them. Kind of over leverage a little bit. Now, again, I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just saying this is what I do. When me and Chris talk about this all the time, he's always say, man, you over leverage, ain't you? Yeah, I am. That's my thought process. But anyway, anybody got any questions or anything? Anything else? Yeah, those are the trades that we're in. I think we went over all of them because y'all said y'all were in CAD Chef and U-Chef. And then it's not too late for all these trades. It's not too late for EURAUD. It's not too late for NJ or GCAD. It's not too late for any of those trades to get in, right? We had what was the other one? NZD, I think, was it? No, we had EURUSD. Was anybody in EURUSD? We got in that one down here. No, we got in right here. I'm sorry, right here. Because it went up. That went up, yeah, 70 some pips. And it pulled back. And I still believe it's going to continue up. I'm almost positive this one's going to continue up. Because you got this high right here, and it's going to go back up here to at least another 30 pips, at least. If you can see, most pairs are trending up, right? Is there anybody in any trades of their own?
Yes. I am in Euro Chef for a buy. I'm negative now, but I'm waiting for it to
all
hit
the chef pairs. What's your entry?
My entry was at, give me a second, I'll tell you. My entry was at 9540.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, I'd get out of that buy.
Okay.
I mean, that's just me personally. I'm not telling you what to do, but
But
everything is saying sell. The only thing that's saying buy right now is it is stepping up. But again, what did Chef J and all of them do? It's gonna bounce off this 200. We got a good reversal right here coming. Bounce off 200. I don't think this is gonna make a new high here. I don't see it. I don't see it. And we're in a downtrend. Now this could be the start of an uptrend. I'm not saying, because you see, it is. It is doing that.
And that's what I was looking at. And
yep.
I'm seeing, based on where I went in, it looks like it's coming back to the trend line and the support, which would be confluence.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt good about it, but now you got me second thinking.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I look at too a lot of times. I'm doing better on TradingView. All right, price has been going down like this, right? And if you had a trend line right here going down, it did break the trend line, right? With the trend line. But we got this strong 200 right here, right? Price is going down, a good pullback for continuation. So what I would do, before I get in that trade, buy or sell right now, what would I'd be looking for price to break my trend line and close for the, so you can stay in the buy right now, but I have a strong feeling price is gonna break this trend line and close below this trend line. I almost, I'd be willing to bet on that.
Are you in profit on the trade?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm not, but it's a real, I'm testing out some stuff. It's a real, it's a dime a pip, so it's real small. But I just wanted to see what I could do.
Yeah, because it is. I mean, what's the other thing we look at on here? From here across, got a point. break, and come to retest for a continuation down. Now it's kind of, you see what that one's going to do, but it is in the overall downtrend. And I just noticed the strong 200. The 200 is strong on the 4 hour. Not saying it can't continue and go up, because it is creating higher lows right here, but it needs to create this high right here. The next place it has to break is that, right? Because you're stepping up, down, up, down. It's doing it good here. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, but it's stopping right here. If it stops here, that means it's not breaking that next high. Because every time it goes, it has to break a high. This broke that. This broke that. This barely broke that. This broke that. This broke that. But the next has to break this one. And I don't see it doing that. So if I wasn't in any trade right here, I'd be looking for the sell or waiting for it to break this for the buy. I wait for price. I put like a buy stop up here and say, okay, if it breaks this, then I'm going in, because then you're above this and you're above the 200. That's what I'd be looking at on that.
Yeah.
But it's up to you to hold, if you want to hold or not. I just don't see it. I don't see it going for buy. Any other trades? You need any other trades?
No, all the other ones are the ones that you guys are in.
Okay. All right. Janet, this Janet Muka. It's not. Shan, what trades are you in?
I was in that last one. Not the one he said, but the one that you put up before.
The one I put up, who?
The one you put
NJ.
up. Yeah.
Oh, NJ.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're in NJ? Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be in profit on NJ. Yeah, you're in profit on NJ. We're up 13 pips on NJ. And remember, guys, because we're on the 4 hour time frame, I got it set up in the group to when my trade, when the trade goes in profit, and I take and move my stop loss into profit, it sends that to you for the initial move. Let's go look at let's go look at EA, and I'll show you what I'm talking about on that if you don't know. Like when we were here in EA and my trade goes into profit, my stop loss moves into profit, it'll send that to the group. But as the trade continues to go up, making its way up, my stop loss moves, it's not going to send anymore. So you gotta put it on you to say, okay, we're in profit. I need to move my stop loss into profit. Right. And that's why I put that chart in there. Put that chart in, so you want to always continue to trail don't be close to the price, but you want to trail it to make sure you can secure profits. Right. So EA looks like it's trying to start moving now. So I'm looking at it. We're up on my last entry. I'm up 10 pips on it. So it's going up now. It's starting to move, guys. Starting to move. Still not too late to jump in EA. It's not too late. You just be behind about 40 pips. But no, you'd be behind about 60 pips. But still, we got all this to go. I'm almost confident it's going to come up at least to here. At least to there. And I believe it's going to continue up, though, because it's been, moving. It's been moving. All right. So that's still a good trade to get in, to go into. Anybody else? Anybody have anything?
How easy is it to move your stop loss when you're doing it on the phone?
Okay. Just hey, let me log. I'm gonna log into Zoom on my phone right quick. Hold on.
Hey, Irish.
Yes.
Remember earlier today when I showed you how to modify?
Oh yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, but
that's how you move your stop loss.
Right.
Modify
But I'm
it
just
with
saying,
your-
if I decided to move my take profit or stop loss myself without.
You trying to figure out what percentage, what to go to.
Right. How do I know,
The
where to
number
go
line.
on my stop loss? Well, if I want to pull up my take profit.
Yeah. Pull up your take profit.
Yeah.
We don't have take profits.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't use take profits because remember, we want the trade to run.
Okay.
And you got to remember, on the phone, you can't grab the line and move it. So
Right.
you have to know what the price is
Right.
that you want to move it to, and then you go in and you modify and you punch in the new price and hit modify.
Mm, okay.
So you remember earlier when we set the stop loss with modify?
Uh-huh.
So when you want to move your stop loss into profit, you just find that price and go and modify it again.
Right. So let's just say this right here, Aris. Let's say price was up here and I wanted to move my stop loss to right here. This is how we move my stop loss to, well, price is right here now. So I want to move my stop loss to right here. We'll look on the side, 1.66737, right?
Right.
So you would, like Chris said, you would go into modify and just type that in, 1.66737, type in it, enter.
Okay.
And that would do it. Just remember,
Well,
so with that, your stop loss will go from being in negative to being into profit. So we call it a stop profit, but all it is you're just moving your stop loss into profit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. We move that up there a little bit. Yep, and that's it really. I mean, you always want to trail it, but don't trail it too close because you got to get price to move back and forth a little bit. So I would say on like pairs like this, EA, once it's gone 50, 60 pips in the profit, just go to break even of 4 to 5 pips, in profit. That way you make something if it reverses back on you. You never want to let price go 50, 60, 100 pips and you never move your stop loss. Now all of a sudden it's back negative 20 pips. Because that's a heartbreak feeling right there. And you have 50 or 60 pips in profit and come back and now you negative 20. That make you mad. Right, Abe?
Yes, sir.
I know it irritates me to death. I've done it too many times. So that's it, guys. We just want everybody to know that what we're doing, we're on the 4 hour, we're taking a long trade. So you got to be patient with these trades. We might enter a trade on Monday, Sunday, or whatever, and it's running another week and a half. Because as you see, we get in over here on the July 19th, and we don't get out to the 26th. That's a whole week. Or we stay in, we stay in even longer, 2 weeks. So we just letting the trade. Or I also told people in the group with a video, or whenever you see a profit you like, you say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this money, close it out. Close it out. That's up to you. Because we're never gonna tell you when to close the trade, but I'll tell you what we're doing in the groups. And I'll say I'm closing the trade, but it's your money, so you kind of monitor on your own. Monitor what you want to do with it. Right? Anybody else? Anything? So now, I think it's going on. Our dots done moved over, so I think it's going to continue on going, y'all. We'll come back to this one sometime at the end of the week over here, over in this area. Just let it ride. And it's going to have some pullbacks, right? It's not going to just go. It's going to go up, down, up, down, up, down. It's going to have some pullbacks. But overall, we just let it ride. And that's that emotional part there, and Angie, that emotional part that we say, you might be up $50, $60 and come back, look down, you're negative $10, because that's what EA has been doing all day. Now I look up at one time, I'm up $75, $80 on it. Then I come back 2 or 3 hours later, and I'm down to $5 or $3, even sometimes even negative 10. Like earlier, but an hour ago, I was negative $20 on it because it pulled all the way back down, all the way down here. And it went back up. I'm like, man, I was up $70 on it. Now I'm negative $25, $30 on it. It's just gonna swing like that because it's a mover. You can make some money with it. All right. So anybody else got anything?
Well, am I the only one trading on the phone?
No, I trade mine on the phone too when I'm out. Sometimes. I mean, I don't normally I have
No,
my
I
laptop
trade
with me.
on the phone.
Okay, so I'm so used to trading on the computer, and now I have to go to the phone because because I'm working.
Right.
So
Well, Iris, you know how to enter the trade on the phone, right?
I do.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. Remember, it's a 4 hour trade. I mean, it's not going to be too often that you have to go in and do anything unless when that trade goes into profit, a lot of times all the time when my trade is going to profit, the computer moves my stop loss for me. So that's going to send that one. So you go ahead and take that one modification, and you ain't got to do anything else the rest of the day. On that one particular trade, just let it ride. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're going to be on it all the time. But when we send out a trade, it shouldn't take more than 30 seconds to enter the trade and be done. So it's not going to be time consuming.
And what if I'm like 5 minutes late putting in that trade? Is that gonna hurt me or?
What I just showed you, Harrison, what I just showed you about this thing. Remember? Let me go back. Let's look at this one right here. Cash App. I mean,
yeah, I see what you were saying. It's not too late. So you sent out that trade a while ago. So
now you're right. So it's been more than 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, right.
Because
what I'm saying, I could be in the hallway.
Huh?
I could be in the hallway or whatever, and I need to get out of the hallway so I can use my phone.
But one thing about it, you don't have to rush. Don't worry. If say it says 9 o'clock in the morning and I send out a trade, right? And you busy, you ain't got time. You can't get to it to 12:01. And that's 3-4 hours later. More than likely that one trade is if it's moved, it's only moved 25, 30, 40 pips, maybe.
Right.
Maybe. But we're trying to get 100, 150, 200. We're trying to let these trades run. So you can be
that late.
I'm just giving you, I'm just saying, you can be, if you're an hour, 2 or 3 hours late, you just look, make a decision based off of before you enter that trade, say, okay, what was his entry? And on your phone, you use your crosshairs on your phone and go down. If I say my entry was right there, 1.66972, you see you kind of visualize what the entry was and then visualize where price is and say, oh man, that ain't moved hardly nothing. Yeah. I know he's going to try to get it way up here. So you're not too late.
Okay.
You're not too late. Worst case scenario, ask in the discussion group. And I always see that, because remember, I work from home. So I'm always either sitting here on the computer with Chris or watching TV or out in the road somewhere. But if I'm out in the road, I got my computer. So just say, is it too late into that trade? I can look real quick, say it's only been 25, 30 pips. Or it might be even negative. You might even get a better entry than us. Because remember, a lot of times, sometimes we enter these trades and they stay negative 2-3 hours, just like Cash Chef is doing right now. Anybody who enters Cash Chef or what was the other one, N Chef? Right. It's the N Chef. Yeah. Cash Chef. No, it's not N Chef. What is it? Am I in? Oh.
I'm in Cash Chef.
Yeah, because I'm not even in N Chef. Darn. I thought I was in that one. I'm in U Chef. No, I meant U Chef, not I didn't get in the Cash Chef. And see, let me show you, N Chef, but let me show you something on this one, guys. Again, that goes that little gap from point to wick to wick. Right? What did price do? Went down, came back to it and touched it again and went down. It could come back to it again. I don't know. If it came back to it again, so let's just say we entered this trade right here. I'm in this trade down here. Or I entered the trade right here on this candle. But you missed it. That's 4 hours. You missed it by 4 hours, by 8 hours. That's 8 hours between them. And you got in up here. You got a better entry than me. So 8 hours later, you said, Kirk, is it too late to enter this trade? I'm like, I looked at it. Nope, it's done pulled back to my zone here. You get a better entry. So that's 8 hours worth right there. Even 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, 5. It's not too late to enter this trade because that would be my entry. And that's what, 400, that's 20 hours later. 24 hours later. It's a whole day later. And it ain't moved anywhere really. Just thinking it's going to drop and go down, right? But on Cash Chef and U Chef, I think I was looking at U Chef. That's the one. So is it too late to enter this trade? No. Now look at it. It might try to push through. We don't see. But our stop loss is up here, and for it to continue the other way, it has to break this high right here. Right? I just don't think it's going to do it. Don't think it's going to do it. So, you more than likely have time, Iris. You don't have to rush.
I'm back.
Yeah. You won't have to rush. So we good. Anybody else? Any other questions? Anybody? Any other questions? Any comments, questions, concerns? All right, guys. Well, Chris, you got anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, ladies and gents, if there's nothing else, then we're going to, it's going to do it for the season for this Wednesday. Just look out for the trades coming through. All right. And what I'm going to do, guys, be on the lookout. This is what Chris was talking about earlier. I want to say this before I leave. This is what he was talking about earlier. Sometimes I don't let it hit stop loss. If this breaks my trend line right here, goes up. If it breaks this high right here, I'm probably going to go ahead and close it. If this cash chef does, U-Chef does come up here, first of all, if it breaks my trend line, that's 1. If it breaks this high, that's 2. So that would be, instead of it going for my entry, instead of it going 65 pips, I just lose 35 pips or 36 pips. But most of the trades we're getting runs 50 to 100 pip wins. Right? So that's what we said. We kind of looking at them and trying not to let them hit stop loss. The stop loss is just for in case we're there and overnight price just shoots. Right? But I wouldn't let it go that high. If it breaks my trend line and this, I've been closing. Same thing with, I think A-Chef's the same way. If it breaks, I'm just closing it. All right? Because we want to get out of the bad trades early. Because if it breaks this, then we're looking for, break up here. Then we're looking to say, okay, we lost 35. Let's get back in it on the buy. Because it is creating higher lows. You just stop and consolidate it and keep going. We'll see. Right? All right. Anything else, Angie? I see you unmuted.
No, I'm sorry. I was just saying thank you.
Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. So that's going to do it, everyone. We will see you guys next Wednesday night from here. All right. Have a great night.
Good night.
And I'll have this recording.
Good night. Thank you.
This recording to be in the group tomorrow morning. Good night.